Live with Stevis and Kina Lee. Join us today for our 10th anniversary show coming directly from Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. We'll be joined by entertainment reporter Taylor Moran, makeover consultant Tangerine, and a collection of highlights from the past years. Pop a tape in the VCR because you don't want to miss this one.
To see you all. What a great crowd.
Yeah, it's exciting. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you, Kina Lee. And we are here in Jackson, Tennessee. And they nearly cut my head off the top of that picture. Of course, some people might say that's really good. We are here in a place that all over the country, people have been writing in ballots, they've been voting, they've been faxing, wiring, and it's to decide where we were going to host our anniversary show. And we're right here in Jackson, Tennessee.
Hey, Jackson. Got some special people in the audience. David Dockery, the president of Union University.
That's right. We got Rose Anoon, the MVP of the NAIA tournament, and it's really a great pleasure for us to be here. And we are at the UBS Broadcast Center at Union University, and we understand there are a lot of communication arts students in the audience tonight.
Yes, yay for the communication arts students.
Let's hear it for them.
Fine group, fine group.
Fine students.
I was trying to decide what to pack, and I've been looking at the Weather Channel, and they have had a lot of rain here.
Absolutely, and I understand that particularly in the last 2 weeks, it's almost been like a big flood. And Gilman, of course, over here, he's
keeping up with that El Nino stuff. Is this rain in Jackson a result of El Nino?
I don't know anything about El Nino. It's just more powerful than me, I think. So.
Hey, by the way, how you like Kina's outfit today?
Oh, she's molting, I believe, or shedding or something.
Well, at least I dressed up for our anniversary special. I mean, look at Gilman here in his blue jeans.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, he looks like, well, to be honest with you, that's really an improvement over what we usually see with you. He spent some money on
Yeah,
that.
I guess he dressed up a little bit. I think that's a new black shirt.
$1.98 is what it was. Well, we got to get into some things today really, really quickly because we want to see we got some really interesting things on the program
memories from the
today.
past year. I think some people are going to really be surprised
and embarrassed.
Maybe
some people will be very embarrassed about it. But I got to ask you before we do anything else, how are the girls?
Steve, thanks for asking.
You bet.
Precious, just precious. I want to tell you real quick that I'm so proud of them. Do you know that they have both been nominated for Tonys for their role in The Miracle Worker? This is the playbill from last fall, and I just want to show it one more time. I showed it last fall, but aren't they precious? Don't they look just like their mom?
Yes. Oh.
I'm so proud of them. And the thing about it is, they had small roles, but they were challenging roles. They play blind girls, and it's hard to walk across that stage.
To do that.
It really is, and I'm really proud of them.
Well, we understand they're nominated for Tonys, and we may find out this evening who the winners of those are, but the truth is, I don't think they have a whole lot of competition.
Well, no, actually they don't. Of course, everybody did a great job, but sometimes these things work out where there's not so much competition. There's Mary Kate Bond, I think
that's the one they call Cat.
I think so. And then there's Sarah Myers with the big hair.
Oh, that's enough to disqualify her right there.
And then Melinda Wings, I think. But no, of course, I wish everybody well, but just really proud of the girls.
We already know who's going to win it, so, sorry for you who lost. You have lovely parting gifts.
But I did want to say that after the Tonys, I'm hosting one of my favorite charities.
As if something else is new, folks.
Well, this is for the sight impaired and kind of goes along with the Miracle Worker. And
get to the point.
Steve, I hate to brag, but there are going to be some big names there.
Yes.
There's going to be Leonardo DiCaprio, Rosie O'Donnell, Cousin Toonie, Gary Neese, Carlos Sanderson, Wayne Johnson.
Well, I don't know about that.
There's going to be a really great crew. Jerry Seinfeld. Of course, my husband, Michael's going to make an appearance, and every time he shows up, the money just comes rolling
Everybody but Jerry Springer is going to be
there.
Well,
no Jerry Springer this time.
Well, you don't want to have people beating on each
other. No, but I did want to just put that plug in. I'm really proud to be affiliated with this charity.
We knew she would put the plug in, and unfortunately, you go around with all these big names, like you just mentioned. What do I wind up with? I wind up getting to go to Quincy, Illinois for the weekend, and the big names I'm with are Stephen Phillips, and this is a guy that winds up, he tries to rip off anything that has his initials on it, or stealing Opryland signs. You got Stephen Phillips, you got Annie Laurie Crane, you got Shannon Hurd, who screams like a banshee and throws cups out the window. Mary Ann Jones and Polly Pierce, she's the one who sits in the back everywhere she goes, and you think she's so shy and demure, but little do you know what's going through that mind. So Good luck for you.
Well,
you know
thank
who
you.
I'm stuck with for the weekend.
Well, it's all in who you know, Steve.
Well, yeah, and you just heard who I know. Boy, that's a really great thrill for me, folks, and wish me luck as we go to Quincy. Well, speaking of nominations, you just mentioned those, and here's the deal. Did you see? In fact, let me take a look at this. I've got to reach for the paper.
Oh, I didn't think we were going to do this, Gilman.
Yeah, we're going to do this. Gilman put this right here on the table for us. Here's the deal. You, Kathy Lee, or Kina Lee, that's right, it's Kina Lee. I keep forgetting that's really who you are. Kina Lee, you have been nominated for an Emmy. A daytime Emmy. Let's hear it for Kina Lee.
Thank you, thank you. Well, it's only because of all those wonderful fans out there that watch our shows, Steve, and I couldn't have done it without you.
I'm glad you said that because here I am, 63 years old. I'm the guy who made you what you are. I hired you for this show 10 years ago. You've gotten all this publicity. We know about Frank. We know about Michael. We know about the girls. You've had this thing going with Gilman over here. Did I get nominated for an Emmy? No.
Wait. Let's clear up this thing going with Gilman. You didn't really mean anything about that.
Well, okay.
Because, you know, Gilman, the girls are really after him. They're always wanting to know, is he married? Is he married? I saw him the other night with a date.
But you're the one who's always talking to him over here.
Okay. Well, anyway, thank you. I appreciate you mentioning that to all of our fans.
Of course.
Now, is this something about that?
Well, let's look at... Let me tell you something,
What have
folks.
they done?
We're going to have to change this whole thing. Look here. They have switched this.
Just my luck.
This is, the way this thing reads, it says, journalist Janice Wood has been nominated for Stevis and Kathy Lee, and Kina Lee has been nominated for journalist Janice Down.
They just got the name switched and the photos.
Look at this.
Don't show that.
Yes. Isn't this such a
what kind of
contemporary picture
publication
of
is
her?
that anyway? The Carlin Cream, nobody reads that anyway.
Well, that's true. It's a real credible publication. You have people like Stephanie Lim and Andrea Aldridge
Sarah
writing
Hackett.
for it. Yeah, well, you got names like that.
Jennifer Corman. Let's just move on.
No credibility whatsoever. Well, let's see if we can get some credibility back.
Oh, I know what we need to mention.
Yes.
We need to mention our special that we've been doing where we have a Happily Ever After segment. And this spring we're going to be having couples to get married on our show. And every day we announce a new couple that's going to get married. And this couple's from Jackson.
Well, let's hear it from
them. Brian Bunn and April Foss are a couple that are going to be married on the show.
Yes. And many, many happy anniversaries in the future to all of you. Since you're sharing our anniversary, we are glad to have you here today. And just congratulations to all of you. Well, we talk about credibility. When we came to town today, there's a young lady who had a lot of credibility here, and we're so delighted that she met us at the airport. Her name is Amy Balthrop.
Sweet girl.
Yes. She's. I understand that every time you see her, she's going... And she was just that way when she was...
She followed the camera around trying to get a shot.
Well, she's the director of promotions for the West 10 Diamond Jacks baseball team.
New team here in Jackson.
That's right, doing great. And Amy Balthrop told us that there is a gospel singer here in town named Jared Morgan who is known for a song that's called Spitball Me Jesus, or The Home Plate of Life. Well, they have hired him now to be part of the West 10 Diamond Jacks. He's part of the team now.
What is he? What position does he play? You know, I love baseball players.
Yeah, you love shortstop.
Is he a shortstop?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out about that because I'm sure he's out here. I'm told he may be in the audience tonight.
Great.
Well, Jared Morgan sings this song, and what I'm also told about him, from Amy, of course, is that the way he swings his bat, that he is sure to bring in a lot of fans around here.
Keep it G.
Well, I'll do the best I can, but from what I'm told, Jared has some real difficulties keeping it G himself. Well,
we've got a great show, and it's time for the trivia question. We've got a special thing going on today.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think this is a flashback trivia question.
Yes, it's a flashback that probably we received more mail and had more meetings about than any other trivia contest that we've had.
Yes, we did.
And so we're going to show that flashback, and then we'll get on with our anniversary show.
All right.
Let's roll tape and look.
Well, today it's time for our phone call-in and our home viewer contest, and today we are calling a David Dockery in Jackson, Tennessee, and it looks like on his card here he has given us his work phone number, and we have honestly found him there. So hello, Dr. Dockery.
Good morning, Stevis and Kina Lee. I'm one of your biggest fans. I tape your show every morning and watch it with my wife, Lanice, when I get home at night. I've kept them all in my video library. Your opening conversation makes me laugh so hard. It has to be the best 10 minutes on TV.
Well, thank you very much. You know, we haven't found too many fans like you, and I want to point to our map to show everybody where it is down here in Jackson, Tennessee. Now, Dr. Dockery, could you tell us what it is you do there?
Oh, I'm the president of the premier liberal arts institution in this area, the crown jewel of West Tennessee, Union University. We're a 4-year evangelical Christian university. We'd love to have you come down here and do your show for us in chapel sometime. The students would love to hear your testimonies.
Well, that sounds great. Now, do you have a career development office? Maybe I could recruit some of your students to work for me.
I'm sorry, Kina Lee. They're a little too old for your factories, and most of them want to work for more than 10 cents an hour.
Oh, well, let's hear that. Well, coming to Jackson really does sound great, so we want to get now to the big moment of truth here, and that is our question that we ask every day. So here's what we want to ask you, Dr. Dockery. The question is, what is the state song of Tennessee?
Oh, Stevis, that's a tough question. You know, I grew up in Alabama, and I thought the stars that fell on Alabama had fallen on Tennessee as well. But when I moved here, I thought the state song was Rocky Top. But, you know, now I've learned it's the Tennessee Waltz.
You're absolutely right. Yes, it is the Tennessee Waltz. Well, now let's see exactly what you have won.
He's won a Broyhill Cellaret. Broyhill's new and interesting addition to any room. That special storage space. Price valued at $1,300.
Wow, that's great. Well, thanks for playing, and good luck with that president thing. Stay on the line, and Gelman will talk to you about us coming down to Jackson.
Thanks, Stevis and Kina Lee. You've made my year.
Well, we went down to Jackson, and they honored us with a 175-foot cake. I understand it's the longest cake ever.
That's right, and I understand it may be in the Guinness Book of World Records. A lot of people went together, a lot of logos on that cake.
Right, let's take a look at them. They even honored us, Steve and Kina Lee, with a logo.
That's right, Stevis and Kina Lee all through this cake, and just really pleased and proud about all of this. And in fact, we formed such a special bond with Dr. David Dockery, who's the president of Union University, from our visit there, that we really believe that all we're going to do as far as our interns on this show, we're only going to take them from Union University from now on.
That's right. And we want to welcome Dr. Dockery to our audience today.
Wave to the camera, Dr. Dockery. Let's hear it for you.
Okay, we'll be right back after this.
Stay with us.
Party continues on Live's 10th anniversary show as Taylor Moran makes a visit. We'll look at a collection of musical guests, and we'll review our favorite makeovers.
Welcome back.
And it is indeed a welcome back to someone who we have here quite frequently, Kina Lee. This is our segment in which we look back at some of the favorite entertainment news stories that have been broken all through the year here in...
Even one about me, I think.
That's what I wondered. I think we do have one about you. So let's find out what some of the great stories were this year that were broken by our exclusive journalist, Taylor Moran. Up next, we'll look at some of our favorite interviews from the past year and also the results of some of our favorite makeovers. Stay with us.
Well, welcome back.
Oh, yes, it's good to have everybody back with us again, and I think now is going to be a great time for us to look at some of the great makeovers we've had over the last year.
Yes, one of my favorite segments where we have the before and the after shots, and we have our makeover artist, Tangerine, here in the studio with us. Good to see you again, Tangerine.
Hi, Tange.
Good to see you.
Hey, Tange, great to have you here, and I understand, what do your friends call you?
Oh, they call me Tang.
Oh, and the real good friends call you
Tuh.
Oh.
Yes. I have so many of them.
Yes.
They're super. Thanks for asking.
Well, is one of the best in his field, and he has just done some phenomenal makeovers. And so what we like to do is take a look back and let you sort of remind the audience what we did with these people, what you did with these people to make them look so much better. So let's go ahead.
I'd love to.
Okay, let's take a look.
Take a look. Well, this is one of the first ones that we did, I think, last summer. This is Sarah Padelford, and Sarah is, I think, works with Davidson Chandler Advertising in
That's
Jackson,
right.
Tennessee. You want to tell us what you did to Sarah? Looks like there's
Yes. Oh, she had
dramatic
such
change.
potential, and I just had to bring it out of her. It was just like a little startled little flower. It was very easy to do. First thing I did was I did some of the eyeshadow and the makeup. It was wonderful. And Maybelline, of course, they underwrite all my expenses, so I was able to go to town with her. And believe me, she needed it.
Yeah.
So what I did
Difficult
was,
job, huh?
Yes, but it was well worth it because you see the result. It was
Very good, very good.
wonderful.
Okay, let's look at the next one. Oh, now this is Sarah Hackett and Amy Balthrop, and they are very good friends. We're not really quite sure what the relationship is. You see them hugging and hanging out a lot together, but what did you do with this?
And it looks like Sarah had the Mickey Mouse look behind her here.
Yes, well, it was...
Oh, there they are before.
Oh, I see. Well, see, in the bed, they're like, I don't know about the hugging and hanging thing, but
Well, we won't go there.
Now, keep it G.
Okay, well, let's look at the next one. Oh, let's see, we've got three men
let's see.
here.
We got Stephen Phillips, and then in the middle we have Smithy Sipes, and then
relaxing pose.
absolutely, and then Jack Cordwell looked like he's getting ready to attack something.
And that was the after shot. Oh my goodness, I would hate to see the before if this was the new improved
I
version.
know. Well, see, they were constantly being confused for a little trio of little singing teeny boppy kids from Oklahoma.
Oh my.
Very difficult.
Oh.
So we see the haircut?
Yeah, first we had to do the trim, and it was very difficult because we had to use like the weed whacker and things like that. It was very nice.
Did you teach them to sing?
No, because they have no musical talent.
Oh, okay.
Well, very good results. Let's look at the next one. This is Mary Ann Jones.
Mary Ann Jones, yes.
And except for the milk mustache, you know, she really looks good.
Yes, well, milk does a body good, or so
Yes,
I've heard.
and she's been around for about 4 years, and she needed a lot of help to get to this point, I think.
Yes. Well, you see, what we had to begin with was we had this leggy supermodel.
look.
Oh!
That's so common. You know,
Yes.
you see that everywhere. You needed a change.
The Kate Moss look is, I mean, it's out.
Yeah, you know, you had Stephen Phillips in there, and he's fond to talk about fat ladies from time to time.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Stevis!
Oh,
So what we
yes.
had to do is we had to take her like goose, and we had to pour like food down her throat. She kept thrashing around, but it turned out to be a wonderful
And
thing.
covered that body up.
Yes, oh,
Nice look,
absolutely.
nice look.
And
Sweaters, lots of sweaters.
Stephen Phillips is very happy to see the change.
Let's move on.
My pleasure.
Oh, okay.
Jonathan Hickey.
Yes, very nice after shot. Let's look at before.
Oh, yes.
My,
This is-
years younger. How did you
Yes.
do that?
Well, this is a very rare disorder called Shatneritis.
Yes.
And what we did was the person thinks they're William Shatner. It's very unusual. They start
No.
getting on rescue appearances of 911. It's
Did you do a hair weave in this case?
no, actually that is his real hair, but that is a secret. That's just between us three.
Oh, okay, we won't tell anybody. Oh,
We have a large viewing
Oh my
audience.
goodness. And it's sweep squeak too.
yes.
Great
Yes.
job. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's
Jeremy Young.
J.Y.
Oh boy, this was my most difficult project of all.
I remember this one.
We had to go to Home Depot and get one of those bush hog things, and we had to like rub it all over his face.
Hey,
Just you are a genius.
Hair
Just a genius.
busted out all over. It was.
I was a teenage werewolf.
Yes,
Oh,
well.
wow. Well, that is just a great job. Well, you know what, Tank, we really appreciate you being here and doing
Yes.
such a good job always on
My
our
pleasure.
show.
Continued success in everything you do.
Look forward to working with you in the next
Yes.
year.
Thank you. Super to see you.
And we'll be right back with more, so stay with us on our anniversary show.
Tomorrow on Live, Todd Lewis will be discussing his new book, Theater History for Dummies. Relationship expert Carolyn Butler will talk about commuter marriages. Separated Siamese twins Tony Ann Heidinger and Tracy Lacosto talk about separation anxiety. And Jane Rice discusses her encounter with exotic dancer Pharaoh.
Well, Stevis, I've really enjoyed working with you this year.
Well, it's likewise for me, and I must tell you, who would have ever thought after 10 years we'd still be going? They still love us out there.
And we're having the time of our lives.
Absolutely. So I guess it's time for us to say goodbye.
And until next time, may every day be filled with love and laughter.
And remember, the best music is the music of your life.
Thank you.
Good night.
Enjoy the buffet.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a house. I would buy you a house. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, buy you furniture for your house, maybe a nice Chesterfield or an ottoman. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a K car, a nice Reliant automobile. And if I had $1 million, I'd buy you love. If I had $1 million, I'd build a tree fort in our yard. If I had $1 million, you could help, it wouldn't be that hard. If I had $1 million, maybe we could put a little tiny fridge in there somewhere. We could just go up there and hang it. Like open the fridge and stuff, and there'll always be food laid out for us.